All right. We're gonna go to share screen. I have a lot of things to cover. And it's like 2 o'clock in the morning. We're just gonna be chill and relax. The thirst, the thirst for everything. The fountain of youth. All right, the beauty industry is a $500 billion a year industry. We're gonna go look. Beauty industry. Yay. And we're gonna go screen share so that we all get to see everything I'm going to type. Share screen. There we are. Here I am. All right. Beauty industry is $1 billion. So I can't even see where I am. $1 billion industry. So we were getting, according to the latest statistics, the global beauty industry is worth $534 billion in, okay, that's just the beauty industry. Health industry. Okay, so we're at $1 trillion at least a year. Yeah. Ravenclaw. So we're at the apex. We're at the apex of a global economy where two of the industries that we're headlining are at $1 trillion a year. And we're all like poor ascended masters that do God's work for free to such a deep extent. If you're not doing it for free right now, unless you're writing scripts or like have another job on the side. Yeah. All right, so we do God's work for free literally all day long. And Mother Earth is pissed. So we're getting the telomere healing to come through. And it's for like, let me see. It's a set of red stripes. Let me say this. It's pain, you make me a believer, but it's still real. It's the red stripes, a full set of A&R red stripes is like Daenerys walking through the fire and like burning but not burning from a clippeth ground level. All right. The telomere binding is the anti-aging process and to create youth and health within your cellular genome on a daily level. This is not the harvest moon youthing ceremony where you're tapping your endocrine glands. This is what happened after 10 years of that, plus 50,000 hours of meditation, plus all of my health knowledge, plus all of my psychic abilities, plus me starving for whales, and plus me doing 10,000 hours of A&R work. Let me say this again. This is not the harvest moon youthing ceremony. This is a clean clippeth coming from Archangel Ratziel, which is McKenna Liberty, myself, and Marshall Mathers, Archangel Lucifer. So it's seventh house. It's Maleficent, Maleficent Slay. And then Prim number 2. Prim 1 helped last year, but she's not. It's McKenna's thing this year. All right. So it's the avocado dragon egg, kinda. That's the Christmas magic, but this is the telomere binding ritual. The prep. It's the prep work. So let's go to page 1 to explain any of this to any of you. Brick wall. So this is our Ravenclaw brick walls. Just start there. Those are clean slates. We're gonna get past all that. We're gonna go into our telomere binding. So this is what a chromosome looks like. This is what your DNA looks like. Your 2-strand DNA. Let's say this again. This is your 2-strand DNA. It's not your 5-strand DNA. It's not your 3-strand DNA. This is what your DNA looks like inside of your chromosomes. A lot of you guys didn't know that. Most, maybe all of you, did not know because we were too much in spiritual land, right? We spent 40,000 hours meditating. We didn't think about what our chromosomes looked like, and we didn't think about what our DNA looked like inside of our chromosomes. So our chromosomes are all shaped like these X's. And then sometimes you'll see that Y chromosome down there, and that's for a dude. Let me say this again. That Y chromosome is for a dude. Okay. You can be, so like I'll incarnate as a male, but I'll be femme on the inside a lot. But biologically, I will have that Y chromosome. So I'm not against, or I don't not understand that. Toth was a dude, but a feminine dude. You understand? So my soul is F. So it's female on a soul level. But my body, if I can incarnate in a female form, I'm very well off. All right, let's go to the next one. Here we have all our different chromosomes. We're gonna talk about all of this later. But we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. And then we have this 23rd chromosome that it's either an XX or it's an XY. Okay. So we all have the 23 sets of these chromosomes inside each cell in our body. And inside the chromosomes is the DNA. How cool is that? So it's inside the chromosome is our DNA. So we're going to cover like, what are all of these chromosomes and what are all these chromosomes for in like genetics 101. But right now we're just in telomere binding. Okay. So we have like these components of the chromosome of the X. We have like each pair of a chromosomes like matching. And it reminds me of this. It reminds me of this image. Nope, not that. It reminds me of this image where I see those X's and these little bears. And then, oh my God, that rainbow set reminds me of this image. And that was in the Hermione Gets Everything Done ball. Let's look at that. Oh, all the rainbow bears. Let's take a picture of that if we can. Oh, we should screenshot just for records. When I go back, like I think about it a year later and I go, where is the image? And then my brain I have a nervous breakdown because I can't even find what I did. I have to go through the video. Yeah. So then we have this. This is also still the Hermione Gets Everything Done ball. Yay. And then there's more. Period. Here's the big one. So that just reminds me of that image. And all I see is that they were the same. And that this image was the same as, oh, no, that image. And then like, I just see how it all connected and yeah. So you see the X in the, how do we pronounce it? The homologous, I don't even know how to pronounce it. I'm so low. Homologous chromosomes. So that means they're matching pairs or matching bears. Let me say this again. It's matching, like matching bears, matching pairs. I don't have pants, like I have shorts on, but I don't have pants on. So if you see me flashing knee, I'm apologizing. Okay, so here it is again. We have like this is what the DNA looks like inside of the chromosome. And then you see it in the Y chromosome, it's just one, like the one double helix going through. Okay, so we have a good idea of what chromosome and DNA looks like. Oh my God, I feel so much smarter right now. So we're gonna go down this list. Here's our gummies again. I need to take a picture of this. I think I can I might save these tabs for later. All right, now we're gonna go to the telomere. Okay. So there are a few. So here on the end, so do you see, okay, so here's your cell. You see this? Here's your cell. And then here's your nucleus. You see all these little X's, all the little chromosomes inside the nucleus. So that's where they all are in every cell. And then all of your, here are these telomeres. And then you have the DNA inside the chromosome. But then you have this lengthening of the telomere. And when it lengthens, it loses elasticity and it ages you. So what we're gonna do so what we're gonna do is we're gonna learn how to cap the telomeres. We call it telomere binding so that it doesn't lengthen and then it stops. So it's anti-aging and also using, but from like the bottom of the clippet with all the ANR work and with the highest, most accurate diet exercise and lifestyle that would create the bind physically. And we're in a white zone. We're in excellent space. Like we're at the real telomere bind. So I want to, here's our telomere. Again, here's our DNA. So when you see like DNA codes, that's what this is, and it's all these aminos, and we're going to talk about that later. That's a different video. So this is what like so when you see this chromosome like this, it's the reverse. Like if you look at the X, it's that telomere. It's like looking at a bottle from the bottle cap instead of looking at the bottle from a horizontal point of view. What is a telomere? So this is probably a good video we should watch someday. You should engage in your brain and invest. This is like normal. This is like normal Ravenclaw. All right. So we're gonna open this. I also like this because like I feel it's more for the blue marks and pink marks and above people than it is for anybody else. But we obviously Hufflepuff's allowed. We don't leave them out. People that are gonna do the real flava on the planet get this healing, and the people that don't are gonna whatever. That was their choice. Okay. We're gonna look. I went to Whole Foods and I downloaded the entire diet. And I downloaded 5 secret ingredients for the supplement regiment. Every single one of these, somewhere on their health benefits list, suggested anti-aging properties. So we know that I wasn't insane. The grocery store in planet Earth decided to speak to me. But if you want to go to the bulk section, it's not the entire bulk section that's going to bind your telomeres. It is these 2 things. It's Brazil nuts and red lentils. And this is about all I could purchase online. And I tried to go for the produce and I couldn't. So we're going to go through we're going to go through every single thing I found at the grocery store and what created a telomere bind just at a diet level, at a baseline diet. First, we're going to start with this. Wake up. Let's throw out our coffee. That is the scariest, saddest thing in the world. As much as possible, trading in your coffee for a black English breakfast tea. And not just any, this brand specifically came up very high CRI threshold. High returns CRI threshold. Taylor's English breakfast tea. It popped off the shelf like God wanted to push it. And the biggest thing is that coffee has never been, we've never sold coffee ever as an anti-aging medicine in infinity. And neither is going to bed at 3 a.m. Let me say this again. Bye-bye, old life. If I can do it, you guys can do it. Okay. Now we have Rishu tea. It was this brand specifically. That's probably an evening tea. That's what I'm getting. Dinner tea. Now we're going to go to echinacea. This was popping off the shelf also. So whatever is in here, echinacea tablets. So I'm in the UK. So this is going to be, I don't know, where are we at with this? Are we at like one a day, one of these tablets a day? And how would we take it? We're still looking. This is the preps video. This is not the, we have the knowledge about everything. This is just what we got as our immediate download. Then we have this artichoke flower, which is like Sonara drops. Same brand. So it's, yeah. How do we say that? Accept this. So it's just like artichoke tincture. Globe artichoke drops. So the two of them, that's just the supplement or the herbal supplement. Now we're going to go to food. Integrating edamame at a weekly or bought like 3 times a week. What it's doing to the body is actually like creating this like gel coat. It actually helps create, you know how you meditate and you have to create that gel on your body all day long? So the edamame is doing that energetically. Here are some of the health benefits of aids in improving digestive system, inhibiting tumor growth, strengthening immune system. This was probably the only one food that did not pop up saying, I am an anti-aging food. Yeah. But it is like it comes up as an anti-aging food in the muscular system. All right. In the energetic system. Here, arugula. I can eat an edamame and arugula salad literally every day. Enhances athletic performance, enhances metabolism, good for the bones, detoxification of the body. All right, so this doesn't automatically say anti-aging, but it still is. Curio, arugula, also known as rocket. Actual work. Zucchini. I looked at this and I go, look at that. That's spicy avocado with garlic and cayenne pepper on zucchini, on just grilled zucchini. I don't like eating zucchini. If I prepped it well, I would enjoy that. Avocado mixed with garlic and cayenne pepper with a good, like maybe a good spicy salt. And now I have, instead of bread, I'm now eating it on zucchini and it actually feels like avocado toast. Here are health benefits of zucchini. Hydrating. Oh no. More. I think this one said anti-aging. It's not showing it. Oh no. Still believe. That is good for the nervous system and good for the eyes. I'm just seeing it. Next, the Brazil nuts. Helps in cellular growth, repair, and wound healing. So there. Maintaining healthy skin. So that's the telomere binding. All of it's for telomere binding. Here's our red lentils. That's it. This is, you're a poor person in India and you can eat zucchini and avocado and dal. Let me say that again. You're a poor person in India and you can eat zucchini and avocado and dal. Just think of it like that. Like if you could eat avocado just one day. I know we don't. Do they have avocado in India available? The point is this. Rich in dietary fiber and anti-aging. Stabilize the blood sugar. Yep. So here are red lentils. You do not need a lot of money. Now we have the other, we have that breakfast tea. That's not coffee. Say that again. That breakfast tea and the reishi tea is not coffee. And here we go, avocados. Skin, hair, and nails, teeth and bones, immunity. This is our biggest anti-aging. Let me say this again. Muscle development, skin, hair, and nails, teeth and bones, immunity, digestion, metabolism, and cardiovascular. So this is our biggest anti-aging telomere binding. So the Hail McKenna. The avocado dragon egg. My goodness. Here we go. Holy basil. Now we can also throw in with the garlic on the zucchini, freshly chopped holy basil. Helps slow down aging process. So the avocados and the holy basil popped off the shelves about as much as the black tea. Where it goes, you should not be drinking coffee and you should definitely be drinking this tea instead. So holy basil is one of my favorite herbs. It is super simple. It's readily available at almost any health food store and regular grocery store. And it's inexpensive. Then we're going to talk about matcha tea. This is not totally inexpensive. And it's life. One good shot of matcha a day is success. You can think of it as your shot of A&R at the end of the night. You can make it with pumpkin spice latte with matcha in it. Look how beautiful this, just that. There's our telomere binding image. This is probably my favorite brand. I drank it for this Clear Spring. I drank it almost every single day while we were cleaning up the Clippeth. It is what kept me sane. I would drink one shot of espresso, mostly this matcha tea, and like latte milk, foamy latte milk. And that was all I had. And it made me feel like I could handle the worst of existence. All right, so that's our food. Remember, we're preparing our groceries for the next whole year. Now, if you looked at the CRI grocery analysis, like the basic CRI on the class list, you're gonna have seen where we found The Bulgarian rose with the Aurora stripe, that's like $300 a bottle. And you're going to see the Melissa oil, which is $100 a bottle. And you're going to go, oh my God. All right. So budget it for next Christmas. How do you budget it for next Christmas? That will be your Christmas present to yourself, and you'll use it all year long, and maybe it will last for 2 years. Until then, we have our spirit fingers. We can buy an inexpensive Rose Absolute. It's going to be about, it's like $15 or 23 pounds. I don't know what it is in the United States, but it's 23 pounds here. This is fine. It was ranked up like blue marks instead of a red stripe. So we know it's gonna have a Gryffindor magic. And then if we can find this brand of Melissa, that was also ranked at blue marks or around there. So we know it's Gryffindor, and we will carry actually Gryffindor magic through it. So now I've broken down my ego. That looks at a $400 to $500 oil bill with extra herbs coming in. And I go, I can do this. That's a year. That's a year. So we buy and then we can buy it on Amazon for 10, 15 pounds instead. So let's go there. Where's my Amazon? Right here. So this is actually our 15 or 13 pounds Melissa oil. So that's in my shopping cart. So I'm going to do that right now. And then I'm going to see if I can find that Tesserian Melissa oil. But I know that the energy drops when I go down to this one. Sad. Okay. What we're going to do is we're going to find a nice base lotion, because the lotion we put on our face acts in 2 different capacities, face and body. It acts as a like sunscreen, as a sealant to prevent other people's germs, other people's DNA, other people's vibrations, other people's anything into like, so it acts as a cellular protection around our X chromosome. So our body looks like a giant X chromosome. So we have to think that we're going to treat our body. So we're going to coat our X chromosome, because that's what we are. We're going to treat it, and we're going to coat it with oil, like lotion, every day. Now you can use coconut oil. That's pretty good. Ghee. Oh, we forgot the ghee. So ghee. Let's see if the brand that I found is here. So that's also for our telomere. Butter did not pop up, but this ghee did. And it was this brand that popped up for the telomere building binding. Now you're going to do muscle testing. You're going to look. You're going to see what feels good. So this had the highest CRI return on the ghee shelf at Whole Foods. Okay, so now we're going to go back and we're going to talk about lotions, because we're going to put the Melissa oil and the rose oil in a little bit of lotion, and we're going to put it on our skin every day. And some of you guys are like, I cannot stand the rose oil. So that's just a little bit. That's like maybe once a week. And then the Melissa oil smells nice. Smells like it's lemon balm. So it smells like a flowery citrus. It's lovely. And then if you, it's just a little bit, and that actually coats your body in like a cellular protection. So coconut oil is also good for that. Problem is that coconut oil also makes people break out. It's really like hard on the skin sometimes. So we look at like multiple options. So the Naked Bee, unscented, and then we put in our oils ourselves, just teeny bits. Or Burt's Bees for Babies, nourishing lotion, fragrance free. So these honey lotions are really what was popping up more than the coconut oil was, but you can play. So that's for your skin, and that should be a daily practice. That should just be right after you get out of the shower. Should not take more than 3 minutes a day. So it's like, all right, now we're going to talk about exercise. So I know lifting weights inherently is good for my bones. If it's good for my bones, so there are two things that are really good for people's bones, this planet. That's weightlifting and yoga. Let me say this again. There are two things that are really good for people's bones on this planet. That's your connection to the earth element. That's the hardest physical point in your cellular system. That's weightlifting and yoga. It's low impact, high threshold muscle, like need. Okay. How do I even say it? Like high weight training or higher weight training. So I used to like these 2-pound weights that I'll do like my cardio bar dance with, my cardio dance, just listening to tech music. But really, it's like I need to buy the 10 pounds. Really, I should be buying the 15 pounds and actually doing the weightlifting until I can do the higher level weightlifting. It's hard for girls, but it's mandatory. That's good for your telomeres on an energetic level. It's like it's the horse stance in Qigong. Your highest Gebra point, most grounded, root centered. Not a lot of movement, not high impact, not frivolous. So it binds the telomeres while you're doing it. So then we're going to say like horse stance and qigong is probably part of your practice. And wall sits. Let me say that again. Horse stance and wall sits are also part of your exercise routine. Probably push-ups. Okay, now we're going to talk about bathing. Oh, let's go down this way. All right, our telomere, we're pretending we're capping our telomeres with red ray. So your homework assignment is also to buy a cheap, let me say this again, cheap bathing gloves that are red. Cheap bathing gloves that are red. Because you're not going to wear gloves all day long. You're going to be scraping off dead skin cells all the time. We're molting here. And then what I like, the idea that I like, is then buying the nice yoga socks. Because when I do the yoga, I'm capping my telomeres with this red ray. So it trains my brain. This is the preps video. I'm also getting my new yoga mat. And it's the red one. Looks like Gryffindor. And I have two options for my bag. I have the one that looks like Gryffindor like this. Or I have the one that looks like Gryffindor like this. It's capping my telomeres. Do you see how I do things in my life? Okay. Pink salt. So we're going to talk about bathing. Pink salt cuts the cords and dries me out. Let me say this again. When I take a pink salt bath, I am cutting the cords. Then I'm drying out. Epsom salt. Epsom salt, I am aerating. So I'm opening and I'm cleansing and I'm aerating. That's what the energy, baseline energy of those salts would be. So when I take a bath, that's my intent. I should be doing 1 to 3 times a month the Epsom with the lavender oil bath. That is 10 pounds. That lasts, I buy 3 of those a year and that's 30 pounds. And the Epsom salt's like, I can buy an Epsom salt bag for at the drugstore for like 3 pounds, 5 pounds sometimes. It is my exorcism bath. I'm calming my nervous system down. I'm cutting the cords to everybody. I'm opening up my cellular system to purify anything that is foreign or toxic into my body, from my body. Okay. So that's like a lifestyle. That's a lifestyle practice. Again, it's the Tisserand brand. That's just what we have available. Okay, so that's the bathing. Okay, so now we're going to go to the ritual. Oh my God, ribbons. Here we are, our red ribbons. These are our binding ribbons. I'm going to show you what we got. See how easy this is to find? I need to find a satin ribbon. This is going to cost you like $10. I'm going to show you what I bought. Mine was like 11 pounds. Okay. This size, which is this one. Oh no, you see this one right here? Maybe it's this one, maybe it's an inch. Doesn't matter. Either of these, right? Okay. Now we're like really flexible. And then this side, which is like this one or this one. See, do you see the difference? It's like 3 of these and then 3 of these. Just a spoon or like in a whole thing. Because what we're gonna do is spend our dark days on the winter moon. We're gonna bind like we're binding ourselves. We're gonna do an entire sacred ritual that creates memory. Let's say this again. We're gonna create our own new like fasting system over the new moon. It would be a 3-day ritual. So you need all this stuff to prep for it. So it will be every winter dark moon. Every winter solstice new moon. So the new moon that's the closest to the winter solstice for the 3 days. So the day before, the day of, and the day after. Okay. Again, 3 of these, but this is the inexpensive stuff. So what you need for that ritual is this. We're gonna show you how simple this is. So you don't have to cry. All right. So a bag of pink salt that looks like this, a lime, a thing of Melissa oil, like 3 drops, okay? Just a small thing. And then we're gonna pretend that this is my rose oil. And then like 1 drop of that. Let me say this again. You're gonna take a bath every day with that product. And you probably want an Epsom salt bag for the 3 days. While you're bound, like your hands and your feet are bound. You're not allowed to do anything. You should probably stay away from caffeine. So you should probably get the black tea during those 3 days. It's like your religious fast, you know? So that is the sacred ritual. Let me say this again. Mandatory, kind of mandatory, mandatory. Then you need an avocado. You need 3 avocados, probably. Now, if you're spending money on coffee, choose to spend the money on the black tea instead. If you're spending money on shampoo, try to spend your money on one of the oils. Try to look for that Melissa lemon balm oil instead. Now we're going to talk real quick about this website, Mountain Rose Herbs. We have a number of secret ingredients to our telomere binding science. We're going to work with a university. MIT has the first bid for the actual pharmaceutical grade telomere binding medicine. That is the job of Ravenclaw instead of a reptile. Let me say this again. Before the dirty, filthy humans get their hands on professional level using, we're gonna in Ravenclaw. There are things you'll walk into the fire for this. Let me say that again. You will bleed to make sure that a reptile, a filthy, filthy reptile human, does not get their hands ever on the telomere binding. You will bleed for it. And that is our ritual. All right, we've said enough for today. Color Red out.